Hey guys, this is Brian from As the Structure Fails, and today we're going to be looking at the Fame and Fury pack by Hertz Drums. So right here I have our old song, King of Deception, loaded up, and I've completely taken out the drums and replaced them with Hertz Drums. Let's see how this sounds. So as you can hear, they sound absolutely massive. Let's check them out soloed now. So yeah, this kit sounds absolutely amazing. It's just like this huge explosive sound, especially with this pack. Now I want to dive into a bit of the plugin UI, how it works, how everything's laid out. So here I have my Cubase session, I have my plugin interface. If I click this little magnifying glass, that's going to allow me to change the UI scale, so I'll just make it super big for now. The first thing we'll cover is just this mixer page. So I have all the mic channels laid out here. I can mix them accordingly within the plugin. And I also have a little panner up top. I can solo and mute, typical things. And then on the right side here, we got a trim control for each drum. So that's gonna change depending on whatever you last clicked. We can also change the microphone on that individual kit piece as well, which is kind of cool. As well as blend the effects knob, sub knob, DI knob. Get a lot of cool things to play around with here. One of my favorite things about this plugin that I've never really seen in any other plugins is this ambience control. So it's like an XY slider thing where you change the X coordinate, in this case the reverb. This position is going to basically affect how much reverb left to right, and then the room sound going up and down. So this would be cranked ambience. Pretty roomy. And if I just kind of dial it in a little bit, we'll get this nice fat well-rounded tom. Sweet. So moving over to the library sampler page, over here is where you can control what kit pieces you have activated. So for example, if I pick the kick drum here, I'm just left clicking. That's going to bring up my sampler page for that drum. And I can go through and kind of demo through them just by left clicking. My two personal favorite packs by them are the White pack and the Fame and Fury pack. I ended up settling on the Devastator kick from the Fame and Fury pack. Sounds nice and kind of processed. It really fits this style of music. As for the snare, I'm using the Titan from the Fame and Fury pack with mic A. Now for the toms, I'm using mic B for each tom. So you get lots of different options there. And cymbals sound great as well. So I'm using mostly the Fame and Fury cymbals. Really love the china on this one. This is the Razor's Edge. Got a cool bell in there. Ride, splash. Now getting into a bit of the more technical stuff. If I wanted to multi-output these drums, it's actually really easy. The first step is to click this audio routing button up here. It's going to bring up the multi-out page, and they have a really cool feature where if you just click this button, it's going to do this all for you. But I like to do it manually just because I have a kind of a specific setup. So the kicks, I route to channel 1, snare to 2, tom 3, tom 2 to 4, tom 3 to 5, and so on and so forth. And then I start bundling up a few of them, like the crashes I'll put to 10, the splashes I put to 11, chinas to 12. And then over here, I have the overheads to 13, room to 14, and reverb to 15. So that just allows me to get ultimate control out of these. And then within Cubase, I kind of set up the multi-outs so that they all come through with this little drop-down button. And then here's everything soloed at once. Also, we have the MIDI mapping page. It's really easy to use. You just kind of click through and set your MIDI notes accordingly. And a cool little tip for this is using the learn note. And then you can, if you have a MIDI keyboard, you can kind of like tap the note that you want activated. And then over here is the settings page. This is where you can add your libraries. Let's get into some demoing. So at the beginning of the video, I showed you my fully mixed example. Now, how does this sound out of the box, just ready to go? So I'm gonna add in a brand new instance of Hertz Drums. So the one thing I have to do to start off before I can just hit play on this, I just have to import my MIDI map. So I'll just go over here to my MIDI mapping, and then hit load. Just gonna load up this one here. So now I'm gonna copy my drum MIDI, paste it down there. I'm just gonna pick a preset I like. Let's try the Activate U from the Fame and Fury pack. It's just gonna load in the right corner there. Let's load it up. Let's hear how it sounds. It's that easy. Now let's hear him soloed. Let's try another preset. All right, this is the preset As Daylight Dies. Let's check it out. Let's try one more. Let's try the Dragon's Breath. Let's check it out in the mix. Woof! All I did was click a preset. It's that easy. So if you guys are interested in checking out Hertz Drums, I have an affiliate link down below. That helps us out a little bit. And I also have a discount code for you, the code ATSF at checkout. That's gonna get you an extra 10% off. And yeah, guys, I hope you really enjoyed this video. Let's hear these in action one more time.